NFL offseason filled with quarterback intrigue got off to a fast start this weekend as the Rams sent Jared Goff 2 future first-round draft picks and a third to Detroit for Matthew Stafford. This sounds like a fantasy draft or a fantasy football trade. Then, that's the reality of today's NFL. Teams know the only way to win is you have to have a very good / great quarterback. And they don't have the patience that they once did, waiting for a quarterback. Jared Goff had success with the Rams, led them to the Super Bowl in 2018, 3 trips to the playoffs, but the organization probably saw a glass ceiling here, and they decided to pull the trigger. This was not a surprise that Jared Goff was on the trade market. I guess it was surprising that there was a team that was willing to trade for Jared Goff. But Stafford was in the opposite situation. He knew that he could only go so far with the Lions, and the team decided he's turning 33. It's time to start over. And if you love NFL drama, the trade set a pretty high bar, but you get the feeling this will not be the last time we see a star quarterback on the move in the next couple of months. And you start to sort this out, and immediately I got text messages from people with the NFL who said, if this is what Matthew Stafford is worth, then what's Deshaun Watson worth? And the more I looked at it, I said, they have nothing to do with each other than they are quarterbacks who could be, and one was already traded. Because you wanted to get rid of Jared Goff's salary, his contract. That's why you gave draft picks to the Lions. And then you got Matthew Stafford as well. But this isn't, boy, if you gave up that. No, you gave up that because you had to have them take the salary of Jared Goff. And that's the difference here. The Rams are ready to win now. We know that. In fairness to Jared Goff, it always felt like when the Rams played well, it was the genius of Sean McVay. And when the Rams played poorly, it was Jared Goff is not a franchise quarterback. Especially lately, when the head coach and the GM both had comments separately that was less than flattering for Jared Goff's future with the Rams. But the Rams got a guy who has a higher ceiling there. And at age 33, I guess the big concern from what I'm told is just the medicals of the health of Matthew Stafford, because certainly he paid a price with Detroit. And, the Rams, I'm looking at a couple of things. The Rams got a good offensive line. They give up about a little less than an average of 1.8 sacks per game. Lions gave up 2.6 sacks per game. The Rams, that vaunted passing offense was not great. 11th in total offense, 13th in passing offense. So that makes sense for Matthew Stafford. Stafford isn't concerned about renegotiating his contract. Also, if you're the Rams, you have to look at the NFC. Brady's 43. Aaron Rodgers, 37. Drew Brees' future in New Orleans is uncertain. All right, let's go for it. You don't have any first-round picks for a long, long time, but I will say this about the front office. They have made some very good draft selections after the first round. They've done some pretty good job drafting, and that's important to remember here. They don't have first-round draft picks. And I thought if you make a trade with somebody, I thought if I'm the Lions, I want to make a trade with somebody who's not very good. Because now you're going to be taking a draft pick in the first round that could be 28th, 29th, 30th. I want to make a trade with somebody with a future first-round pick who's not going to be very good. Carolina, did they offer the 8th pick overall? Did Washington football team offer their first round? I've read where the Colts did not offer their first-round pick, but we'll talk to Albert Breer. He'll join us coming up, and we'll try to separate fact from fiction. But if I said who won the trade, I would say the Rams, because this is about winning now. You upgraded. And as far as the Lions go, the Lions' new GM used to be with the Rams, and therefore he has a high grade on Jared Goff, and they think that they're getting a quarterback not for just 2 years and then letting him go, but maybe they found a franchise quarterback who is 7 years younger than Matthew Stafford. Maybe, but the Rams did what they needed to do. The Lions did what they needed to do. I was just surprised that the Lions decided that they were going to take Jared Goff instead of going after that rookie quarterback and having that rookie contract. That was what my thought was going to be. If you were going to find your guy, bring in a young quarterback. But to make this work, the Rams sweetened the pot here, and the Lions decided that, yep, let's jump on it. So you have that trade for Matthew Stafford. No update really on Deshaun Watson. I think he's sort of scrubbed his Instagram account with anything that mentions the Texans. I'm still in the minority. I don't think that he's going to be traded. I don't think Matthew Stafford's deal has anything to do with Deshaun Watson and the Texans. The Texans are saying they're not trading him, but, for now, because who knows what somebody could offer in a situation like this. But if you get the head coach who's able to sit down, David Culley can talk to Deshaun Watson. Maybe you can say, look, trust me. But this isn't a long-term solution here with the coach who's 65. His first head coaching job, and he's 65. If I'm Deshaun Watson, I want out. J.J. Watt's not going to be there next year. You've already seen DeAndre Hopkins leave. We don't have anything. I got a good left tackle, Laramie Tunsil, and we gave up an awful lot to get him. Other than that, I don't have great weapons there. But I don't know if Deshaun is going to get his wish and if the Texans get their wish and they're able to keep him. I'd hate to be the guy who traded Deshaun Watson. I would hate to be known as the guy who gave him up. Here is the Texans GM, Nick Caserio, on the possibility of trading Deshaun Watson.
Just want to reiterate our commitment to Deshaun Watson. He's had a great impact on this organization, a great impact on a lot of people, a great impact on this team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring once we get started. And, we have zero interest in trading the player. We have a great plan, a great vision for him and for this team and his role on our team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring.
I would have asked, if I was there in the room, will you be taking phone calls on Deshaun Watson? I mean, if you have no interest, then you don't even pick up the phone. But I'm curious if the Texans will take calls on Deshaun Watson.